Hi, I'm IKEA, and I'm here to give you a build overview of a Sacrifice Gift Striker. And layout-wise, that looks like this, with 4 pieces of Striker, together with the Sacrifice and the Gift being the named Providence pieces in this, of course. The Gift giving us perfect Vigilance, the Sacrifice giving us perfect Glass Cannon, the 2 brand bonuses together as well, Headshot and Crit Chance. The Crit Chance especially is kind of worthwhile. The Headshot, we'll try to go for a little bit of headshots. What this build especially has is that its upfront damage is much better than just normal Striker, but then you still have the oomph of Striker when you need it. When the going gets tough, the Striker stacks get going, and then that will up your damage by quite a bit. And on its build picture, which I'll link in the description and in the comments, we see that we have actually a lot of Crit Chance rolls on this. And that comes out to 7 Crit Chance rolls, as we're taking Crit Chance mods and some Crit Chance rolls on the Striker pieces. And that is to set this up in a way where we have 0 Crit Chance mods on the weapon and 3 Crit Damage mods there. This way we land on this perfect 60 from 7 times 6 being 42, plus that 8 as the second piece Providence, a bonus getting us 50, and then 10 from the watch getting us 60. So we have no crit damage or no crit chance on the weapons. We don't need that. And we land on this perfect 60. And this is actually the preferred way to set this up, as we do land on that 60. If we were to go with crit chance mods on the weapons, or if we went with a exotic, which has crit chance built in and we have to account for it, we'd usually land on 57. And this way, this is of course set up for solo in a group setting. If there is some coyotes, we would lower that, of course. But this way as well, it is perfectly set up for the Bighorn, which also has no crit chance. Other exotics, yeah, would actually need a rework of the crit chances here. Glass, of course, kind of hurts a little bit, but it will teach you to play much better once you kind of run it for a while. Specialization-wise, pick any one that you kind of like. Gunner, of course, being very good, especially for solo. Demo, though, should not be forgotten, as what we can use Demo for is that avoidance of damage from an explosion once per minute. That will save your life quite often with Glass. And of course, being a Glass build, we are going with a Reviver Hive. Things like Decoy Foam or even, for instance, an EMP Sticky can be very useful for avoiding some damage. Pulse can be very handy for knowing where enemies are. And Shield as well can prevent Vigilance from taking a hit for 1 or 2 shots. So that can prevent you from, losing Vigilance. And lastly, weapon-wise, Lexington is of course my choice here. But we could also go with a FAMAS or a CTAR or an F2000. And as we stated as well, Bighorn fits in pretty well in here as well. And this makes for a really good build for running around doing activities, as you have much more upfront damage. You, of course, have to deal with the downsides of Glass, but the upsides of Glass are there as well. And we don't need stacks up front, but if we get ourselves into trouble and we do need those stacks to do more damage, that option is there. And this does do decent damage.